board position here in just a moment. It looks like James is doing actually relatively well. Life total's 11. We'll see how much infect James has. It's currently 0, but we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, there's actually 0. So James is doing well.
Yeah. Okay.
He's doing better now that he's abrupt decaying this.
Okay. So we didn't see game 1, but that one went swimmingly for JD. This one sounds like it just could not have gone any worse.
No. You see some cards in JD's graveyard. There's a crop rotation, a Noble Hierarch. Looks like a Ponder, a Force of Will, a Glistener Elf, a couple of lands in play, among them an Inkmoth Nexus. But for Keenan, it looks like he's cast some discard spells. His Tarmogoyf is very large and he's looking to close the game out. Blighted Agent can turn things around pretty quickly, however.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's easy to say, like, this game has gone terribly. We're probably going to see game 3 here soon. But, in fact, it's a deck that can win out of nowhere. JD sticks an unblockable infect creature there in the form of Blighted Agent. He does have the Inkmoth Nexus kind of laying in wait there. And we caught a glimpse of that last card hand. It doesn't Invigorate.
Well, it takes, one more of those. And he can put together a string of cards, so it does not take long to get the game done. Pendelhaven, Invigorate, see you later. Vines of the Vastwood, Invigorate, maybe an Exalted Trigger with a Noble Hierarch. Again, it doesn't take much. That's actually part of the reason Tom likes this deck, is because you can play a short game and kill your opponent very quickly, or you can play a longer game.
Yeah. And we see a 4/5 Tarmogoyf and a Delver coming in. That is a 2-turn clock at present. I'll drop JD to 4. The Deathrite threatens to put him at 2.
It's a block.
Huh, okay.
Well, what that means is, he wants to try to play a couple more turns. It still looks to be a 2-turn clock as it stands. Deathrite to put him down to 6, and then if Tarmogoyf and friends get through, that'll basically be it. But he's trying to stave off elimination right now. We'll see how well it works for him.
Yeah, well, I believe JD's out here as Berserk.
It's good out.
Yeah, he has to. I don't think he has another turn. I think he literally has to draw a card that wins him the game.
The Needle.
That's going to shut down the Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah.
You can name lands with Needle. You can't name it with Phyrexian Revoker. So of course you can still tap. Oh wow! Oh,
that Needle is insane.
Wow. So yeah, actually drew what he needed.
Yep.
And you can see him kind of crunching the numbers there. Stuck that the Blighted Agent in front of the Tarmogoyf, thinking that it was the slightly more vulnerable threat, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that the Delver had attacked, there was no flying blocker. So he basically wanted to get the creature that could die to abrupt decays out of play. And unfortunately kept the creature that could be shut down by Pithing Needle, of all things.
Yeah, in play. Also could be shut down by Wasteland. We can't forget about that either.
That's fair.
So, there are definitely other ways for James to get the job done, but either way, James Keenan going to tie it up here against JD Neer. We're going to see Bug Delver and in fact move to a third game. JD's taking a look at his sideboard. I'll do the same. 3 Nature's Claim, 2 Force of Will, 2 Piracy Charm, 2 Meekstone, 2 Necropede, a Flusterstorm, a Viridian Corruptor, a Bajuka Bog, and a Caracas. Never actually had to do this before. This is kind of interesting.
That's surprising, honestly, to me.
Yeah, I haven't got to see much Infect.
Yeah, honestly. This feels like a deck you would love.
I liked the standard version a lot. I've always just kind of liked Infect strategies. I like that, it's very underappreciated, and if you play the strategy well, it's very hard for people to beat you.
Sure.
That's why I really enjoy watching Tom play the deck, because Tom knows all the ins and outs and ups and downs of when to move in and when not to. Force of Will, I can't imagine is good, because you're playing against it as Abrupt Decay as far as removal is concerned. Yeah. Piracy Charm has a +2/-1 mode.
Yeah, +2/-1, discard, target player discards a card, and I want to say the last mode is give a creature Island Walk. I don't want to swear that, but I believe that's the third mode.
I'm not excited by that. I'm not excited by Necropede. I'm not excited by Nature's Claim. I'm okay with Flusterstorm. I'm not excited about Bajuka Bog, Caracas, or Viridian Corruptor. Huh. I guess Bajuka Bog's all right. I'm not really excited about any of these cards.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you, I think.
I mean, that being said, I think the matchup is actually probably favorable for JD, just because he can be so quick out of the gate. But I'm not excited about anything he's bringing in here. So.
No. Having said that, it's likely that his main deck is actually pretty well set up for the matchup then.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like here.
So James Keenan, his board contains 1 Croson Grip, 1 Seal of Primordium, 1 Surgical Extraction, 1 Disfigure, 2 Golgari Charm, 2 Pithing Needle, 2 Thoughtseize, 1 Toxic Deluge, 2 Grafdigger Stage, 1 Dandelion Quick. So that's actually a lot of interaction coming in for James. Croson Grip is a slow answer, but it's an answer that cannot be responded to for Inkmoth Nexus. Seal of Primordium, likewise, an answer that once it's in play, it can't be interacted with on the stack. Disfigures, Golgari Charms, of course, cheap interaction. Toxic Deluge, likewise. And we know he brought in some Pithing Needles because we saw them.
Yep, at least one.
And that is going to... That shuts off Ink Bomb Nexus. Does it do anything else, actually?
For Mr. Needle? Let's see.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so just Nexus. Now, that is actually a pretty prominent threat. Of course, that's that's 4 of the 12 ways the JD can actually win the game.
Pendlehaven.
Okay, sure.
Bang.
There you go.
Shut her down.
All right. Fair
you
enough.
laugh, it's about to happen.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more obscure the interaction that you call, the more likely it is to actually appear.
Yeah, we almost had a draw on camera 2 rounds ago, so an actual draw.
Like, what do you mean?
And Volcanic Fault would have killed both players.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, I thought that would have been
No big
great.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a 5-game match in a Vintage Masters draft earlier this week.
Okay, 5?
Famine. 3 damage to each creature,
Nice.
each player.
Nice.
Yep.
That's very good. I can get behind that. Actually, I think that did draw me a game. Maybe I can't remember. 5 games is a lot.
Yeah.
4 is okay. 5's a lot.
That actually, in kind of the olden days, that used to come up a lot more than it does nowadays because of Earthquake and Hurricane.
Yeah, very old days, those.
Yeah.
Char
Sure.
also would happen.
Yeah.
I do remember that happening a few times when I was playing Magic Online. So were you able to finish all 5 games in 30 minutes?
Oh,
on the
yeah,
clock?
yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I should never doubt you and your Magic Online prowess.
Yeah, young Johnny Hot Sauce knows knows how to hit F2. All right.
Well, I don't know if you. I don't know if you play more than 1 match at a time.
In that particular case, I was not.
Okay.
So.
Young Johnny Hot Sauce.
Yeah, young Johnny Hot Sauce speaks in third person.
Well, hold on
Don't
a
worry
second.
about it.
Did young Johnny Hot Sauce win the match?
Yeah, he did.
Wow, must be nice. Must be so nice to win a match doing Vintage Masters drafts.
I was the one casting the famines.
Oh, you were drawing.
Yeah.
You were doing drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought your opponent was just kind of, kamikaze. Let's play another game.
No,
So-
I was always gonna be dead on boards. It's like, okay, let's try this again.
Nice. Very nice. Any power for you yet?
No.
Yeah.
No, I want to say 40, around 40 drafts deep.
Jeez.
Man,
Still
that is
a
a
lot.
lot. I'm gonna keep trying though. This draft format is fantastic.
It's all right. I get bored easily. Except for when I'm playing Tron.
Right.
JD's going to start here with a Misty Rainforest. James has a Polluted Delta, a beautiful Polluted Delta, mind you. I don't know if you've noticed the cards in James's deck. I always, when we're watching Legacy, chances are we're going to see some really nice decks on camera, and James did play, 2 foil Modern Master Tarmogoyfs and some sweet stuff. Here's a Stifle, jeez.
Okay. No mana for you. JD Neer doing his best Rug Delver impression.
There are 2 Stifles in his deck, and I don't know if James has seen one of those over the course of these games, but that was actually kind of a backbreaker.
Yeah. 2 Stifle is such a weird amount of Stifles.
Yeah.
Stifle feels like the kind of card that if you want the card, period, you want 4 of them.
2 makes it, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. It might be the situation where it's like, I want to draw 1 sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
Because, drawing multiple copies is real frustrating.
Right. And I suppose that that becomes less true when your primary plan is not to use them as 1-mana Stone Rains.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're mostly there to prevent Wasteland from killing your Inkmoth Nexus. So in that case, yeah, 2's probably the right number. Tom Ross knows what he's doing.
Yeah, have to ask the boss.
Yeah, I'm not one to question the boss, except when I do sometimes.
Underground Sea, there's Delver's Secrets. That's a juicy target for a Piracy Charm. Let's go Sylvan Library first. And 3.
Yeah, this is a deck that can win fast enough that paying 8, 12 to draw some extras with Sylvan Library,
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, no problem at all with that. So I definitely love the inclusion of Sylvan Library in this list as well. It looks like that's what's going to happen. I'm not sure how many he kept there. I know he kept at least 2. It kind of looked like 3.
Yeah.
I think I did catch a glimpse of Piracy Charm as well.
Oof.
Yeah, there it is. Pulled up front.
Wow, look at you. Get that out of here. James doesn't need to read it. I guess he knows what the card does. But we'll take a look. You did get it right, by the way. Island Walk, +2/-1, target player discards a card.
Yeah, well, I remembered what Ebony Charm did. And that one gives a creature Swamp Walk.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The one thing I wasn't sure about was whether Piracy Charm kept Swamp Walk or if it was Island Walk.
Gotcha. The old time shift.
Present shifted, or I think was that the term? It sounds like
Present shifted?
It probably wasn't. That makes
I
no
imagine
sense.
that's not it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. No, we've had some design talks before, and you consistently show that you should not be on R&D.
Oh,
Present shift.
that's not an R&D call. That's a creative call.
You're right.
God knows one R&D call. Probably present shifted, actually.
Yeah. Blighted Agent was added to the grip here for JD. What I don't really see in his hand right now at this point is pump spells. I don't think he has any way to get the job done very well.
No,
there's
an
never mind. I
Invigorate,
take it
yeah.
back. There's an Invigorate.
Invigorate and another green card underneath it. So might just be swinging for the win here.
If he's willing to move in. Oh, okay.
He is.
We're moving.
I feel like with this Infect deck, you actually just take your damage where you can get it. So even if this is not lethal, even if you're just swinging for 5,
Yeah.
I think you're happy to do that.
Yeah, I think so too. So JD's asking, is this good? How about this one? Is this good?
Okay. Not lethal yet.
It's not lethal yet, but boy, it sure feel like it. Okay. Is he conceding the game?
Did I miss? Did he poke for one earlier?
I don't think you poke. No.
Huh.
James, hasty. Yeah, I think
yeah,
JD's
okay.
pointing out to him right
Wow,
now that
yeah.
you're not dead. But I have some things in reserve, and you probably can't beat the Inkmoth Nexus. But I think James thought that he was dead that turn, saying I'm going to take 5, and then I'm going to take 5 poison, another Invigorate. And he may be thinking I'm going to take 10.
Yeah.
He's only going to take 9. Taking a look at James' hand, he had an Abrupt Decay, which Abrupt Decay can't kill Inkmoth Nexus.
Sure.
So he may end up going on to lose the game anyway. But it looked like it was a hasty concession.
Yeah, I think so. He did have a Delver in play, and it wasn't flipped yet.
Yeah.
But